Back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for legitimate work from home jobs. Thank you again for joining me. Today I have a high paying customer support role for you with a software company, Float. And first off, I just want to show you some of their benefits for employees. They let you know that the high salary, which I will get to, is based on the medium San Francisco salary for everyone. That is super rare to find for any US based job. Usually it depends on where you live, how much you get paid. Here they base the pay based on the Bay Area, so that lets you know right away they're willing to dish out the cash for you to do the work, okay? And for paid time off, you get 20 days standard time off to rest, recharge, and switch off. Life leave, you get 4 days. You can do life, as they say, for birthdays or celebrations, just maybe just a breather away from work on your own outside of the standard 20 days. And then you also get local public holidays in the form of 11 days based on where you live. And they have what they call a no FOMO week for 5 days, which is an all team holiday week offline at the end of each calendar year. So during the holidays, you know you're at least getting 5 days off outside of your PTO, which is really great. And they also have personal leave for 5 days, which is your sick leave. If you're expecting any parents to be or anyone that's expecting a second or third or fourth kid, you get 16 weeks off parental leave. And they also have bereavement in the form of 10 days if you need that. Hopefully, you would not. And yeah, those are their team benefits. So let's look at what they're looking for in a customer support specialist. Again, Float is the world's leading software for teams to plan their time. So essentially, it's a platform for companies to use to kind of just schedule their day and their workflows within their teams for their various industries. And as far as what they're looking for in this customer support role, they're saying that their customer support team plays a crucial role in ensuring our customers have a seamless experience across all touch points. Now let's look at what you will actually be doing in this role. Our support team works hands-on with our customers to answer questions, troubleshoot bugs, and curate an exceptional customer experience. During your working hours, you'll be the first point of contact for inbound customer queries. You'll communicate efficiently and effectively with customers to solve problems, and you'll understand their needs and challenges and how we can best solve them. Okay? Now, as far as what as far as the type of support you're going to be providing, they break it down into these different categories. So there's specific product support, which is with just their platform, their application in general. Then there's going to be billing support, as well as account security support. And I'll just read you some highlights from each of these sections, and then you can get into the details on your own. But I just want to efficiently get this information out to you so you can hurry up and get those applications in. So, product support, you're going to become an expert on the Float product. Again, that's the name of the company, Float. You're going to be responding to customers in Intercom, which is just a software system, or excuse me, software program, to help address questions, feature requests, or bugs. You'll own conversations from first contact through to resolution, okay? And then you're also going to assist with troubleshooting common customer issues. Now, under the billing section, you're going to efficiently manage and respond to incoming billing support requests by identifying and addressing customer issues, proactively follow up with those issues and make sure everything is resolved, and you're going to be a liaison with the operations team as well. And under the account security support, you're going to handle security related inquiries and complete security questionnaires with accuracy and confidentiality. You're going to develop and implement innovative solutions for managing security related questions to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the support security process. And you're going to collaborate with the security team to enhance customer facing and internal security documentation and processes. And then here they list out different tasks you'll become more comfortable with as you settle into the role, which you don't need to worry about that now, but that is good to look at after you get, once you get your application in, just to make sure you have an understanding of what you'll be trained on. So this is everything you're going to be trained on and get comfortable with, so you don't have to know how to do all of this going in, okay? Here they share what you'll need to be successful. So these are the actual requirements to apply for this position, including some preferred aspects, but not necessarily required. So there'll be proven experience in customer-facing roles. So if you've worked in any customer service aspect for any industry, you're already good there as far as having a customer-facing experience. And then they say preferably, but not required, in an SaaS environment. That is software as a service environment, which essentially it's a way of delivering applications remotely via the web instead of locally on machines. So think of it as just like an on-demand or web-based software system or platform, if I'm understanding it correctly. But that's essentially what that means. Working knowledge of billing and security concepts and best practices within, again, software as a service context. Passionate about educating and empowering customers with knowledge rather than just fixing things for them. So you want to make sure that when you are helping customers with their issues, that you're actually making sure that they're understanding what the issues were, how to maybe possibly rectify it on their own moving forward, or how to avoid it altogether, and better navigate the Float platform. And experience working autonomously, building out processes, and embracing the challenge of problem solving for customers. You want to be clear and empathetic with the customers, and have experience with help desk tools like Intercom, which is their current tool that they use, Zendesk or Help Scout, along with automation and efficiency workflows. Now, if you don't have experience with any of these specific help desk tools, for one, especially for Zendesk, I believe you can go to like Zendesk website and get some free training, or my favorite, YouTube University. There's always someone that has a tutorial on these type of platforms where you can at least watch and become familiar with it. And some of them, like Zendesk, you can kind of create a free account and kind of play with the features a little bit and familiarize yourself enough with the platform to speak on if you were to get an interview, okay? So that way it's not brand new to you, and you can just speak to your familiarity with it because they're going to train you anyway. And then a moderate understanding of technical concepts or a propensity to pick up technical concepts with ease. All right. Now, this is a fully remote team, and they're looking for someone comfortable with asynchronous communication as the default, which means you have previous remote experience and are comfortable using tools like Slack, Loom, and Linear to communicate as needed. Again, if you don't have experience with any of these, you can find a tutorial online to help you be comfortable, at least with the baseline of how to operate those platforms, okay? Now, I looked up Slack, and they have their own YouTube channel, and they have several like workshops on their channel that help you learn how to use Slack. This one right here is an hour-long workshop on all the basics within Slack. So you can watch this and go through all their videos and become comfortable with that platform, okay? Now, going back to this, the big kicker here is this high salary. Hello. $84,224 for a customer support role. Let me say that again. $84,000 a year, over that, for a customer support role. That is extremely rare. You definitely do not want to pass this up, okay? If you have any customer service experience and you don't mind working in that capacity again, and you're willing to, if you don't already know these platforms that they mentioned, or these tools like Zendesk and Slack, I just showed you how you can learn the basics enough to speak to them and apply to this position. Please utilize that. This is such a high-paying role for customer service and extremely rare to find. Another thing that I love outside of the high pay is that they break down their hiring process for you, so you don't go in cold after you submit your application. You know exactly what to expect from them moving beyond that point. So first, you have a 20-minute meeting. They tell you exactly the name of the talent manager you'll be speaking with. Her name is Julia Fulton, and you're going to discuss your interest in the role and review your questions about working at Float. So make sure that you, as always, anything you apply to, you want to make sure that before you're called for that screening interview, that you do some research on the company and get a background on what they stand for, what kind of work that they do, and kind of like get a feel for the company culture. You can also utilize their LinkedIn page for that as well. Next, you would have a manager interview that's 45 minutes long, then a coworker interview where you'll meet with Jonathan and Justina to dive deeper into your skills and experience. And then finally, there's a 30-minute interview with the actual founder of the company. So you could tell that they are really all hands on deck for this role and just as a company in general. Just based on how this is set up, you can tell that really a team culture and everybody participates. So you'll meet with Glenn, the Float CEO, to get to know you and see if you have potential to be a great addition to the team. If you're interested in this role, do not let these steps intimidate you. It can seem like a lot, but they're all broken up, and the advantage here is that you know this going in. And I'm going to share with you next a free resume tool to build you the most ideal resume using your specific work experience and skills. And it also gives you free interview prep questions based on the role that you're applying for and the details of that specific role. And it'll give you just a tool to go into every one of these prepared to speak on your experiences, how you can benefit this company, and make yourself the ideal candidate. Okay, now if you're finding value in this so far, please like this video, share with someone that could also use this information, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get updates on these job leads as soon as I drop them, so that you are one of the first ones to submit your application. Now, earnbetter.com is that free tool I was talking about to help you create your resume and cover letter. You basically upload your general standard resume or any resume that you have on hand with your current information, and then you put in the specific job title and description, and it'll create the resume for you based on your experience. So it'll include all of the hot words and keywords that'll make it ATS friendly, which means the applicant tracking system that Float uses or any of these companies use will pick up your resume as an ideal candidate so they can actually get into the hands of a recruiter and not be kicked out the system before a real person can actually review it and see that you're qualified, okay? And they also give you interview support, like I mentioned. So once you submit or have it create the resume for you, you can also get a cover letter as well. They will give you practice questions that you can practice out loud, and it'll, if you allow it, pick up your answers and then kind of give you a review of your answer and kind of give you a grade, so to speak, and tips on how to improve your answers. It's just a really great tool. Please utilize this and help yourself stand out amongst the crowd. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, subscribe, like, and share this video. And let me know in the comments if you found this helpful, what kind of roles that you're looking for in terms of full-time, part-time, what industries you're interested in, and if you have heard of earnbetter.com and whether or not you'll be using it in your job search. And thank you again. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.